Here we go.
Because last time we were not on, and then you say, I was like, keep talking, and then after 5 minutes, like, you were not on.
Yay, we're live.
Welcome to Floating Nifty live session. I'm Showen, and today, of course, we have Noah here with us, and then we have a special guest all the way from California. Yeah. And the name is
Cindy. And I'm here too. I think we might have. I might have recorded in that thing when we're saying we're talking and talking and talking. This thing is so wonderful.
We are.
We're on for sure now. We're super on.
Oh, we live?
We're live.
Okay, good.
We're live.
Let's start it.
Hey people. Hey, Tracy's on.
Hey, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Tracy, your friend Cindy is here with us. Okay. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to have your tea ready. So if you have your Baozhong tea samplers, please prepare it. If you don't have the tea, just drink something. And maybe some of you guys are going to use a Gaiwan today. Go ahead and do that. I might actually do both. Well, at first I wanted to do both, but today I'm a little bit tired. Couldn't sleep for a few days, and then there's a sale, and brain is a little bit wonky today. And so you guys can help me to engage with me on the right things like Baozhong tea, then I'll very stay on the track, okay, with you guys. But first we're going to do the blind tasting with the bowl style, and I don't know what the tea. I mean, I know they are Baozhong tea, but I don't know which one is which one actually. No one knows the answer. And
I know.
Give me a hint, okay?
This one tastes very farmery.
Yeah, like that.
And
this
one
smooth.
smooth.
And this one.
I'm feeling very competitive. Like I won some kind of first place in a competition from drinking this tea. Oh my god.
Yeah, like that. But anyway, you chose to put in the amount of grams that you want in your tea bowl. Usually people put 3 or 4 grams of tea in there. Noah somehow put 6 today. So
Sorry.
what here on this side, we'll drink pretty strong Baozhong tea. That's good anyway. And for those of you who actually have any form of spring Baozhong this year, I hope you really enjoy it. I feel that the Baozhong that I tasted so far from spring season has been really good. I think the weather condition was in a favor for Baozhong tea this year, and things just feel like something a little bit more going on. So that's very delightful to see the result, because some of the mountains are not doing too well for the spring teas, because there was a pretty bad drought in Taiwan before the harvest and during the harvest, and so some areas were not actually doing too well at all. Not their fault. The
weather.
Yeah.
The Baozhong area.
Actually,
Wenshan, Baozhong,
really good.
Shiding, Baozhong.
Yeah.
Devastatingly good weather.
Devastatingly good weather. Yeah, here you go. So are we ready to go?
I am ready.
The other side. People shout out loud.
Hello. Oh, Dana's here. Got Dana.
I am ready.
Marilyn, and Marin, and Tracy. The Portland crew is here today.
Oh, the Portland. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I'm going to see you guys very soon. By the end of the month, I'm going to see some people in Portland.
Yay.
And it's very exciting to me. All right. Are you guys actually ready? Whatever. I'll just keep talking and I'll pretend you guys are ready. How about that?
We're ready.
So here's the egg. boiling hot water.
Is that pot big enough for you to fill all those bowls?
Probably not.
Oops.
Oh shoot, then I should do
Man?
maybe. Yes.
Oh, you got it?
Yes.
Cool.
There you go. Now we can top it all the way up.
Cool. I'll hook you up.
Hook me up with some more water. That's it.
Cool.
And you can use the white spoon. I'll use the black spoon. We are in shortage of spoons today. I normally have just 4 spoons lined up here. But what you do later, I'll show you how to do it with just 1 spoon. We normally put 4 spoons in there. But actually in Taiwan, they just put a few spoons only. That's why you have this bowl of hot water. And so what you do is, whatever sequence you like to do, just put your spoon in there and then smell the bouquet.
It's good to have Cindy here. I think that's the most in-depth we've ever talked about how to use the spoon.
Yeah. Yep, and then just take it out and then smell.
It's like a smelling cup.
Inside.
And then smell the back too.
The back, so that's nice, huh? The back.
It's really sweet.
Yeah. But you don't want to use the same tea into the different tea, right? So you kind of wash it off. You wash it off and then dip it into a second cup. It's really boiling right now. Have any of you guys tried blind tasting before this session? I'll wait.
Even the video is like 30 seconds behind anyway, so.
Oh.
Yeah, the video itself is like, it's always like that. There's like a 30-second delay on YouTube. Tracy said with all 4 of them brewing at the same time, it smells so delightful.
Baozhong is a very delightful tea, and well, out of these 4 cups, I know 2 farmers. Because the competition winning tea, I'm not sure if I know the person. And both are like delightful people. Both, Farmer Chen, some of you guys met him, and he's just a sweetheart. And the smooth water Baozhong farmer is just delightful in his own way. He's really proud of his tradition and his father, his own growing and the tradition in Nangang area, and also very delightful in that way. Okay, number 3. What do you feel number 1, number 2 difference?
To me, the
Since you
first
sit
one
here,
was
you will be the one
sweeter,
who
and the
gets
second
taste.
one was fruitier.
Fruity,
Mm.
okay. Number 3, smell very winning feeling.
Hard to describe that.
Number 4,
Smells very...
family. Okay, this is my hunch just through the smelling.
Number 3 smell like maybe more floral.
The number 3? Yeah. So competition winning tea, they are the pinning areas competition, they are choosing more flowery teas and greener teas and single pretty flower note. So if you guys can nail that one, that cup, many chances are the winning tea.
And if you can identify one that smells very farmerly,
Then you got 2 cups, right? At least that's 50%, not too bad.
Not too bad.
As for high mountain udon, I normally do 100% wrong. So if today I can nail 50, I feel like whoa, so much improvement. So now you can go in and then drink the tea. So just scoop some out into your cup. And probably really strong today because, as I said, Noah put 6 grams of tea in there.
I started with 4, and then I thought it looks so small. Is that really what they do? There's no way. Mm.
Well, first one feels like fruity and floral at the same time. Ooh, nice. Sweet and balanced. I'm gonna do it quicker. You hold your speed. You don't need to be this fast. Okay, just take your time, relax.
The first one, the aroma was sweeter to me than the actual broth.
Yeah, the broth is. I brewed it. I put a lot of leaves in, so the broth is a little more bitter. But you can see the bitterness kind of has a concentrated fragrance inside too.
Second one so far feels like it can enter my body just a little bit. That softness to enter my body feels a little bit more than the first cup.
Tracy said I really like smelling the spoon.
The spoon, eh?
John Fenster just said my water is ready.
Who? Which John?
John Fenster. Nice.
Excellent. At least something is ready. That's excellent.
Just close your ears, John, when we say what they are, and then listen again, like when you tasted them all.
Yeah, number 3 is very floral. I mean C. C is floral. Very pretty. Very winning kind of a feeling.
Lori Gillard. She said, do you put 4 grams per cup? We actually put 6 grams per cup.
We put 4. Put 4.
Put 4 is
Lori.
good. Yeah, don't put 6.
I think that's how Taiwan does it. Noah does it in a more countryside style. Not really like Taiwan, other type of Taiwan style. A lot of leaves.
I don't know what style it is. I just saw the leaves and it didn't look like enough, so I put more.
Because after he came back from Taiwan, he had been brewing with a lot of leaves. So.
Tracy, so far my 2 favorites are A and D.
A and D. Whoa, you are fast, man. 1 second, I haven't tasted D yet.
Nice, that's really good.
This very family. But the thing is, when I have very bad habit, when I have this kind of a assumption into the tea, then it can influence my judgment. Because now I heavily believe D is farmer choice, and that's what I did with high mountain udon. You know, if a certain cup is like super butterous, Nissan. Oh my God.
Can you see the letters from where you are? You can't see the letters, right?
But you put ABCD, right?
Yeah, I did, but can you see them?
Not.
Yeah. So what if I switch them? What if I switch them now? Then you'll have to try again from the second infusion.
Oh yeah,
So
1
saying?
second. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow.
Okay, here you go. I feel like Bugs Bunny. Do you ever? The Looney Tunes when they're like doing something very bad. Okay, here you go.
Okay, good.
Now you don't know which one is which.
Okay, good. Okay, good. 就是要让我更丢脸的意思就对了啦。
Exactly.
Shit.
丢个脸。
Let me lose my face even further.
Okay, Marilyn said definitely agree with B as being more grassy. Oh, Dana said B is more pungent and grassier to me. The others are more floral. And then Tracy said, "What did I tell you?" D.
I don't know. Do you have a little, like a little vegetal note in
Vegetal
there?
Yeah.
I didn't notice as much in the other ones.
Yeah.
Aftertaste are excellent, no? Aftertaste.
This is like
Very
seriously one of
delightful.
the best Baozhong years that I can remember.
Drink Baozhong.
Drink Baozhong. Drink Baozhong every day. Dana said D is much deeper in color.
Tell you, very family. Now I don't know
Let's see if you
one.
know which one's farmerly now.
If I say wrong, start coughing, okay? Or maybe don't do that since it's pandemic time. Now you can't sneeze, you can cough, you feel kind
If
of
it's wrong, I'll start hiccuping.
Scratch my ear.
Yeah, there you go.
Except the orca.
Okay, let's do this then. It's not fair, both of you guys can see the letters.
I can see him. I know what
I
they're
need
doing.
all the help I can get.
Pretty smooth. Sweet. More floral on this one.
It's kind of not fair to switch them on you like that.
Why not?
Because then you kind of like get confused about what you thought about the first time. You gotta choose them all over
Oh,
again.
this one is really sweet.
Oh, David Cole. What's up, Dave?
Oh, Dave. Are you drinking poor tea? Very sweet cup.
Sweet cup.
Nice. Smooth. Do you want to cough? Yeah, like Missy. So how about this? Look, was this cup here before? No.
I'm a bit behind and my bowls are dirty, so I'll be sampling just A and B today. That's
What?
David. David said I'm a bit behind because my bowls are dirty.
My boy is doing what?
He is dirty.
Watch those bowls.
Figgy Preserves. That's a nice name. It said, "This is interesting. Your smooth water Baozhong is my favorite tea." Nice.
How do you know which one is smooth water Baozhong?
Well, probably they drink smooth water.
Oh, sorry.
John Fenster said, "I meant to try all these before the session, but tried the Jin Chuan instead." Oops. Well, I'll be prepared for the next session.
Yeah, you're good for the next one.
I agree with Dana. She said, "Dang, they're all really good."
They're good. They're good. And also when you do it this way, there's normally, since tea got soaked longer and longer, because you never take it out, it's really different from brewing. You know, when you brew it with a gaiwan, you know, there's a no matter how long or how short you brew it with gaiwan, there's a timing. And this one, in some ways, you can say, well, there's no brewing timing. And so when you choose it the first time, like the first round, put water in for the first round, and then put water in for the third round, very often I notice myself, I will change my mind actually on the liking or not liking. Actually, when let me see. So before they switched the cup for me, it was A, B, C, D. Let me put it this way then. I like C the least actually on that round, because the body feels way thinner for me. But that tea might actually later then start to open up and bloom. And then the first round, I felt A and D were fairly equally good in different ways. And then at that time, B has something extra, even though the notes are not very bright, there was something extra going on in the body for me. Therefore, on the first round, B kind of speaks out a little bit more in the first round, you know, and in this round, I was very confused. Since they switched the orientation for me.
Yeah, it's not really fair.
And if you guys know it, me in real life time person, I'm very bad with directions actually. Like directions, I'll point at Canada, and then people is like, Canada is not there. I said, no, Canada is not there. There's always north to me.
Do you have a favorite the second round?
Second round, I would say just impression. I actually like the fourth cup. No, I said.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, third round then. I'm going to really make up my mind. It doesn't really matter. You like what you like, and I like what I like, okay? Okay.
Lori Gillard said, "Are these all organic, unsprayed teas?"
Excellent question. The smooth water Baozhong, I'm actually not positive, but farmer choice and competition style Baozhong, we went to the farm and talked with the farmer and the family and stuff. They, especially this year, they only spray it once off the season. So I guess then technically it's not organic, but it felt clean this year, just to be honest with you. And then competition tea, I'm not sure if the competition organization is choosing exclusive organic tea, but they do pesticide tests.
They do tests, yeah.
They do tests for the teas to be entered. So also fairly safe teas.
And the smooth water Baozhong gets entered into those contests.
Yeah, that farmer actually like to do competition, so he entered all his teas into competition. So smooth water also extremely safe on that part. stand up soaking pretty well, eh? Strong, whatever that is, strong.
Okay, can you tell what the last one is now?
It's very sweet
and floral.
Yeah, and the body actually become thinner right now. Yeah. Yeah, the body become but it's almost super nice amount of sweetness and body become thinner. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, it's not as maybe as strong as the other ones, but it's I like the lightness of it.
Yeah, the lightness and then the sweetness and the beauty of it is actually really exquisite. Yeah, all very good job. And then with this round, I kind of go back to the actually the first cup, how well it can be soaked. Because I also look at a tea after they got soaked for such a long time. Can they still hold it there? Because some of the tea after you soak it for a long time, if some of the tea then directly get broken apart, that you cannot hold it in the mouth anymore. It feels really uncomfortable. And some of these teas, I would say it might still feel a little bit uncomfortable, but they can hold it there. So there are good things about this kind of tea, that the way that they make it, they can withhold soaking. Because through long soaking, you can actually take more of the elements out of the teas, and because if you can only wash the teas, like the when we do a brewing style like Gaiwan or teapot, then you can just like, oh, that tea is can turn too bitter, so I have to just like wash it for 10 seconds, for example, to avoid that, but just to bring out the notes. Then in exchange, then normally that style of brewing feels like the body is too not there. Just it's not there. Therefore, I don't like it. I don't like teas that they can only be washed style of tea brewing. So normally when I do teas like this, I like it to. Then this way is a very direct way to see the body. For example, like the feels still really sweet. God damn it, this tea is sweet and kind of thin, but actually structure, I would say it holds, because that amount of sweetness in there will support the astringency and the bitterness, for example.
That last one, I'm surprised it can hold that note so well.
Yeah.
All the other ones, the notes start to kind of like fade a little bit.
Yeah.
Although the broth is really good, especially on these two. I really like the broth.
Yeah. And this
one, it's insane how that note just stays right there like a little beacon.
Crazy, huh?
Mm. So I got some comments for you.
Mm.
So David, Furiosus Ignis.
Ah, David!
Yeah, said, I really love Baozhong. I actually had to finish off my Ruby 18 to make room for the upcoming Baozhong order. And then Dana said, B and D are my winners. B and D.
Oh, 1 second. So your B and D.
I'm gonna show them to you.
Shit.
I'm gonna show them to you.
No. Your B and D. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just 1 second, man. Yeah.
Because we're gonna start talking about letters now, so it's kind of neat to see them.
Yeah.
Marilyn said, all are good with a touch of floral. My favorite is A. Seems to be clean and bright. Tasting D now, and it has just a touch of roasty.
Mm.
And then Dana said, except D gave up its best flavor in the first 2 steeps. Third was much lighter. And then Tracy said, I'm surprised how well the smell is holding for A.
Now I'm really confused.
Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna show them to you.
I actually so I like how this one is holding up. These two, I like how these two are holding up. How about that?
Sounds good.
Like the body. This one's kind of feel also thinner. This one really pretty tea. Also thinner. I like thicker body teas. So it doesn't mean you are right or I am right. It's to this point. It's a preference. Yeah, I like thicker body teas. That's about it. So you can say, well, I don't like Farmer Choice Baozhong because it doesn't have that flower bouquet. Excellent. You will not like Farmer Choice Baozhong. I like Farmer Choice Baozhong for the body.
I'm gonna show them to you so you know what people are talking about. Okay? There you go. This is the D that people are talking about. B.
Which one was
A and C. So when Tracy said, I'm surprised how well the smell is holding for A, Dana said, B and D are my winners. Marilyn said, my favorite is A. I'm tasting D now and it has just a touch of roasty. John Fenster said B is my favorite.
So if we do it, so I'm really like disoriented right now.
There you go.
So in the beginning, I said B was the smooth water Baozhong. Did I say that?
You didn't say it out loud, but that's what you were thinking.
Oh, I say it's very smooth. and then later you switch D on here.
Yeah, D was over there.
B stayed in the same place.
Yeah, B stayed in the same
stayed
place.
In the same place.
Yeah.
And C stayed in the same place.
C was at the end.
C was
that the body was a little thin, but it was really sweet and fragrant.
And A and D, I say it's kind of similar.
In the beginning, yeah.
Like the same farmer. The same family.
Tracy said at the beginning D and A were my favorites. Now D and C are my favorites.
D and C. Interesting. Cool. This is fun.
A, B, C, D. There you go.
But like just look at the leaves. D is a little bit. If I just have to like boldly say one is competition style and one is farmer choice, because I deeply believe it's from the same family, farmer Chen family. Then just by looking at the leaves, this one. Well, both of them are fairly a little oxidized this season actually. No wonder I like the competition style too. actually when I do the Gaiwan style, I try with a customer and they just boom show up really nicely, and I love it. And I was actually, to be honest with you, I was a little bit surprised I love it that much. So maybe because they do oxidize a little bit further today, but feels like this one is more oxidized. The D is more oxidized than A. And when a T is more oxidized, it brings out a little bit more fruity bouquet in a Baozhong tea. I always identify a little bit more like pineapple. Then this kind of tea, they simply don't even bother. Even if they do believe the tea is very good, they don't even bother to send it into competition. They knew it wouldn't win, just because on the notes actually. So I'm not sure if I'm right on this one. Since I believe in it, I think there's pineapple taste in there.
Dana said D is definitely more roasty.
Roasty. I drink such roasted teas nowadays. I can tell it's roasted. Very thick body. Oh, very dry.
Are the Baozhongs roasted very much, or?
Sometimes I roast them just to kind of concentrate a little bit, but they usually don't roast it to be roasted tasting.
Okay, are you guys going to guess? I'm gonna guess now. Sorry. Are you gonna guess?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I know what I like, but
oh yeah, which one do you like? Sorry.
Well, I mean, I kind of like the opposite because I like sweet and light.
Oh,
and so I kind of like A and C.
Yeah, Alisan.
Yeah, like Alisan, I always like.
So
I
hey,
like
you
sweet
know
and
what?
light.
You know what? It shows how consistent Cindy is. You like sweet, floral, and light.
Yeah, so I don't know what A and C are, but to me they're like the sweetest, lightest, and I like that profile.
Yeah.
Super consistent.
Very consistent.
Yeah.
And I remember when we do the blind tasting, you always chose the
Alisan.
Alisan.
I do, like, every time.
And I just mess up with my tea because I assume what happened to me is I assume what they are, and it impact my tasting so much. And that's why once in a while I do go back to do a blind tasting, just kind of try to get myself to get rid of that, and it's still really hard. And when we come here, first thing in the morning we'll brew a pot of tea, and sometimes we do also not letting the other person know what we are brewing. But normally we have limited teas to guess on those teas because we a lot of times we only brew Mr. John's tea, our teacher's tea. So my brain will be like scanning through all Mr. John's tea in my shop, like what do I have? And then I like just pick one of the teas to guess. Yeah.
Furious, as Ignis said, I like the body on D compared to A, but I'm not as big on the scent. It doesn't puff a lot for me on the first steep.
Yeah.
And then Tracy said D is puffier.
D is puffier. Yeah. Yeah, so I will agree with you. These two cups, A and C, are a little bit more lean towards to the we call it the competition style teas. They can win the competition a little bit more. And then initially when we dip the spoon in, B and C has more of that. Not just the flower. I actually identify marzipan, powdery kind of a feeling in the notes. Only it show up in the Baozhong tea for me, and when I smell that, I know that there are some sort of competition stuff too. And B, I just feel like the water is very comfortable, and yet, even though two are from different regions, it feel like it feel like, because the farmer also like to do competition, the Nangang Baozhong farmer also like to do competition, and so sometimes his tea, even though the flowery is not that high, but his tea also carry a little bit marzipan powder kind of a feeling for me. Yeah. But the pinning one is very obvious. If it's competition tea, the marzipan smell is very obvious to me somehow. I don't know why.
It's like a powdery texture.
But it doesn't smell like almond, by the way. That almond paste.
Yeah, it's more of the texture of marzipan, not the actual almond essence.
Yeah. So, do you have a favorite?
Do I have a favorite? I actually really like this one.
It's really, it
holds up really well the entire time. The very beginning, I thought the body was really full.
Did you switch it to
I had it there when I switched
it. Right, the body just hold on there.
Yeah, I was really impressed.
A little bit more complex D dip. There's like more going on, maybe.
Yeah.
Just the D.
Substantial tea.
Yeah. Cool. So once again, it's fun. And I felt a little bit disoriented since the cups got switched on me. So if I have to choose one, the later ones after Noah switched the cups, I like these two on the end.
AKA D and B.
Okay, I like these two on the end, and D thumbs up on how it holds up, and B just on the feeling, and also in the end the broth becomes really thick, like almost too thick, like a lot,
especially compared to C, which was really floral and
very sweet. Dang, that tea is pretty.
Started to feel kind of thin in the body, but that note hold on really well, and then B towards the end, the broth got really big. I thought that was nice too.
So I'm gonna guess competition, smooth water, just on my first hunch actually, and then the winning tea, and then the farmer choice.
Dun 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 dun.
Is it?
That's right.
Wow. Congratulations.
Can we stop doing that? Wine tasting.
Can you say those? Just say them one
more time. My blood pressure just went up a lot. I really didn't sleep for like 2 days.
So one more.
Say it
one more time.
So competition style Baozhong from Pinning, smooth water Baozhong from Nangang, competition winning tea, first place winning Pinning tea from spring 2021, and farmer choice Baozhong from Pinning as well.
AKA Shoen likes the farmer's choice and the smooth water.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm getting a call from a young man, also known as your son. So I'm going to take it. Can you read the comments as they come up here?
Yeah. See, and then we're going to close the session a bit earlier than usual because my mind is actually in 10 different directions. There are orders to be packed, and I would like to get back to it.
Okay. Do you want to just call it good like this now then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you guys think?
Sounds good. We drank all the teas. Came up with the name.
I bumped you. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry.
There we go. Okay. Cool. So.
Any good questions or comments or
bad questions?
Or bad questions?
Or medium questions? Jake said C for me, followed by B.
Oh.
Jake likes those competition teas.
Oh.
Jake. Those powdery teas.
Dude.
I like Jake. I like those.
There's new things I know about you, learn about you every once in a while.
Cool. John Fencer, happy anniversary. Tracy said, thanks, it was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. For your business. Connie McKibben's here. Oh, nice. Hey, Connie.
Oh,
fun session.
Connie.
Thanks for joining us, Connie.
Yeah, thank you so much. And,
cool.
And hopefully the next session I'll be a little bit more focused with a lot of sleep and nothing to think about afterwards, and I'll just talk your head off for 2 hours. How about that?
Next session is Jin Shren. That's coming up on August. In 2 weeks from now, whenever that is. the 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be really sweet.
Cool, cool.
So thanks everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
See you next time.
Stay safe. Drink a lot of tea. Drink a lot of Baozhong tea before the end of August.
Bye.